a bit of the original and the brand new Joshua remix. Heard some Matt in Leeds was loving the Sub X. Says, is it possible for that vocal to ever sound bad on anything? No, it's so good, isn't it? Also, Pete says, Danny, have you ever heard of starting off gently and easing us in? Full takeoff? No, Pete. We just go straight in, full Friday weekend mode. I hope that's okay with you, by the way.
This is Radio 1's hottest record.
Yes, it is indeed. And if you missed it at 6 p.m, well, you missed a perler, an earworm. This one is so catchy, I promise you. It'll just stick in your head. The little melodies, the vocal, it's all on point, which is why we made it hottest record. Comes from Jax Jones featuring MNEK. You might remember their track, good few years ago now, called Housework. Well, they've collaborated again on this. It's called Where Did You Go? And I caught up with Jax earlier to ask him about the track, and this one sort of marks a slight tweak and change in direction in terms of sound. And he was a bit unsure about whether to release it at first.
I sent the song to Paul Wolford. I was like, dude, I'm not sure about this record, you know. Is it too... I don't know if people will like it. And he said, man, I can imagine being in a taxi in Berlin. I'm feeling raw. And then this comes on the radio and it just turns me up. This is amazing. Like, you know, like that airport run on the way back to the airport in Ibiza or something. Like you're leaving the club and it just comes on the radio and it just is sunny. Do you know what I mean? Like, so you've got in that moment down exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely got that summer holiday vibe, this tune, hasn't it? I also asked him what influences were behind this track.
Eurodance is something that I've been kind of toying with for a while. Like during lockdown, I was listening to a lot of old 90s dance music like Hadaway, What Is Love, and then also listening to like the 2000s time of Akon, bringing it in with R&B, Eurodance vibes.
I didn't get that last one. Obviously, Hadaway, What Is Love, what a tune.
What is love?
Oh, yeah.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt.
And then the Akon reference, I don't know about that one. There we go. There we go. I can't really hear it, can you? But anyway, see what you think when we get the tune on. Before we do, though, a little known fact that I didn't know until he said this about MNEK and working with MNEK.
Honestly, we go so far back. Like, little known fact, he's Mr. What You Gonna Do, all the way from the Housework days, which again, you guys are big supporters of. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, every single Jax track has the little... Yeah, MNEK. Mad. Anyway, let's get it on. See if you can hear that Akon influence. But apart from that, it is a tune, which is why it is our hottest record tonight. Jax Jones, MNEK, Where Did You Go?
Radio 1's hottest record.